Hi everyone, Jeremy here from the Studio, and today a quick video to share with you how to use our timeline pack. So if you're ready, let's check it out. Before we get started, a quick disclaimer to let you know that this pack is working only with Davinci Resolve 19 because we are using the S-Text node that has been introduced with Davinci Resolve 19. So it will not be working with Davinci Resolve 17 or 18. It'll be working only with Davinci Resolve 19 onward. With that being said, let's jump into it. Alright, so once you boot the pack, you will get this zip file. Just double click on it to unzip it. It will give you access to this folder. In the folder, you have a couple of things. You have the graphics file, the license, the installation instruction, and the fonts. Please make sure to install all the font, otherwise the titles will not work because Davinci doesn't know what font to use and you'll get a black screen. So make sure to just select all the font, then just double click on it to start the installation process, or just drag all those fonts in your font folders. Once that's done, you can just go to the GRFX and double click on it to start the installation. Right now, I already have it installed, so I'm gonna overwrite it, but you just click install. Once in Davinci Resolve, you can go over to Effect, Titles, Video Editor Studio, and then you can just scroll down all the way to Timeline Pack. Here you'll be able to see 20 different titles that you can use for your project. They all share a pretty similar feature, but the main one is that they can basically be stacked next to each other as long as you want to extend your timeline. Let me show you what I mean right now by using timeline 17. So let's just take it and drag it in our timeline. Right now if I play it, as you can see, we're dropping a few frames. So a quick tip is simply to go over to Playback, and then here in Render Cache, select Smart. That will bring up that bar right here that's gonna switch from red to blue, and basically when the bar is blue, that means that the title has been cached in and you'll be able to get real-time playback without any issue. So right now, as you can see, we're going from 2014 to 2015 and we've got some text below in that design. So the first thing that you can do is basically extending that as long as you want or reducing it. Then another feature is that you can adjust here the animation length for the animation in and the animation out. By default right now it's 3 seconds, but you can choose to select, for example, 1 second, or you can choose 2 seconds, but I will recommend to stay between 2 seconds to 4 seconds to give it enough time for it to happen. You can also choose between a variety of animation here in the animation in and the animation out. You have none, zoom in, zoom out, pan left, pan right, slide up, slide down, and fade in. So you can just pick any that you like, and they can be just not the same for animation in and for the animation out. Right now, for example, by default it's zoom in, but we can choose to have instead pan left, which I think will work great in that scenario, considering that we have then the rest of the animation going towards the right. So having it coming in that way will work fairly well. Now you have control over the general size and position, you have control over the timeline control, if you want the line to be just thicker or thinner, the color of that line, etc. At any moment, you can just double click on any parameter to reset it to the default value. You have control over each of the text. So here, text 1 will be the first text that is display, and then text 2 will be the second text that is display, both for the date and for the text below it. Alright, so now that we got the basics out of the way, let me explain you how you can basically extend your timeline to just continue to stack each of those titles next to each other and add more date. So right now we're going from 2014 to 2015, and we would like to continue that timeline to go to 2016. So to do that, I'm simply gonna just copy my title and then I'm gonna paste it next to the first one. So now I have exactly the same title next to each other. We're gonna make some modification to the second one, notably with the text. So we're gonna continue here by changing and adding 2015. That way we have continuity between the first one and the second one. And then on the text 2 of the second title, I'm gonna add 2016. Now, however, as you can see, when I play it, there is a few things that might go wrong. First off, we get an animation out going on and an animation in coming in again. So we're gonna need to change that by going to the first title, and then here we're gonna select animation out to none. So the 2015 stay display until the end. Then on the second title, as you can see, we have an animation in by default right now. So we're gonna change that to have the animation in select to none. That way we have a continuity between the two. The only thing, as you can see, is that there is a disparity in terms of design. Right now, on the first one, we get the line continuing, and on the second one, we get the line only starting. It's because of that timeline animation. We have basically start to middle, only middle, and middle to end. This allows you to have a different kind of display. So right now, the first one was start to middle. We're starting here, there is nothing behind 2014, and we're going to the middle of the timeline, meaning that we do have a beginning and we continuing after that. If we were to change that for only middle, as you can see here, we will start basically with both ends of the line, meaning that we are in the middle. And if we want to end it, we'll have middle to end, where we're basically starting from the middle and we arriving at the end. So you can use those different parameters to choose which part of the timeline your date is. So right now, we're just gonna go back to default for this one, start to middle. So we're starting here at 2014 and we're going to the middle at 2015. Then here on the second one, we don't want to start. We want to be from the middle only. That way right now on both titles, we have 2015 and 2015 and the same design here with the line. So now if we play it, as you can see, we're starting from 2014, going to 2015, then you can extend that as long as you want. The animation is gonna stay the same. For example, if you need to talk over that part, you can extend that. You know, the title will just appear the same. Then here, we're gonna make the switch from 2015 to 2016. And then we can basically continue that process and add another one. So right now, let's add 2017. I'm just gonna do a copy of my title, paste it. Then here, I'm gonna make sure to select the text one, write 2016 on the first text, and then 2017 on the second text. Then here, animation in none, that's good. And then I'm just gonna go back to my timeline 17, and here I'm gonna put animation out this time to none. That way right now we're going from 2016 to 2017 very easily. So I hope that's clear. That looks maybe more complicated than it actually is. It's a bit tricky to explain, but I think you'll get your way around it by just using it and playing around with it. If you want to try it out for yourself, we got a sample that I will link in the description below that you can try out. It's this one right here, timeline number 2. So you can just experiment with it and see how you can use it. So that will be basically how most of those titles are used and the functionality within them. But some have different abilities. For example, in the sample, you can also adjust the vertical axis. So you can play around here and having a vertical axis by changing the rotation to 90 degrees, and then you will have basically the exact same thing, but this time you can do it vertically. It's the case for a few of those titles. Another thing is some are working slightly differently. For example, timeline 15, if I take it and drag it down there, as you can see, this one is a bit different. You can display different kind of date. There is some sort of counter right here. So you can have your start year, which will be 1999. You can change that to, for example, 2024, and then let's set up the end year at 2050, for example. And for this one, you can choose to have them going forward, or you can select also to have it going backward. So that means that will go from 2024 to 2050. But that way, you're just gonna need to switch the date. So here we're gonna go from 2050 this time to 2024. And then we can just go backward like that. But as you can see, even with that slight difference, it's working exactly the same way as the other one that I showed you earlier, where you can just adjust the animation in, and you can adjust the start to middle, only middle, or middle to end for the timeline. So you can stack them up as well. Another thing, those titles are great to show date, but not only. You can do other stuff with it. For example, here we have another one that I really like, timeline 16, that you can just take and drag here in your timeline, which is there to represent, for example, task. There's another one that is a bit like that, like timeline number 7, which same thing here, show you different steps of like a process. So you can use that to display the different steps that you can use. For example, here, research, design, production, etc. Some of them will have some slight difference in parameter. For example, here on the timeline 15, you can choose to have a checkbox or a cross box. So you can just toggle it in between those two. Same here for the second part. You can just toggle in between those and obviously just change the text to whatever you want right there. And that's pretty much it. That's everything you need to know about the timeline pack. I hope this video was helpful. Please let me know in a comment what kind of pack you'd like to see next, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Speed up your workflow and create better videos using the pack available on our website, including titles, transition, and templates built only for Davinci Resolve. Get started today by downloading our free starter pack that contains over 150 elements. Link in the description below or at videoeditorstudio.com.